In this lesson, we will talk about the Matplotlib module, which is used to make charts in Python. Matplotlib is an external module. That means we need to install it before we can import it into our program. Before we do it, let me show you a few interesting external modules for Python. So here I have some examples. This one is called requests. This is a module used to do HTTP requests in Python. We are going to explore it a bit later in the course. Almost every module is going to have a web page like this showing you how to install it and use it. So this is the web page for the requests module. Here I have WXPython, which is used to create graphic interface for your Python programs. If you want to work with SQL databases, you could use the SQL Alchemy module. This one is called SciPy, which is a library of algorithms and mathematical tools for scientific calculations. This one is called Pygame, which is used to create games in Python. And the last one I want to show you is called scikit-learn, which is used to do machine learning in Python. We are also going to explore this module a bit later in the course. So those are only a few interesting examples I wanted to show you. But like I said before, for pretty much anything you want to do with Python, there will be a module to help you. So now let's see how easy it is to install a module and start using. Let's go to the command line. I just press Command spacebar and I'm going to look for the terminal. On Windows, you can just press the Windows key plus R and then type cmd. Now let's install Matplotlib, which is going to be the first external module we are going to use. So we just need to type pip install and then the name of the module, so Matplotlib. Pip is a package manager for Python that comes with the Python installation. So when we installed Python in our computer, one of those options that were checked by default was the pip installation. So if I press enter, in my case, it just tried to install a few things and told me that the requirement was already satisfied. This is because I already have Matplotlib installed in my computer. In your case, you should see the progress of the installation. Now we can import it here, just like the internal modules. So let's import Matplotlib, and Matplotlib has some sub-modules. For this lesson, we are going to use pyplot. So matplotlib.pyplot. Let's just call it PLT. Now let's create a simple chart by using two lists of values for X and Y axis. So X is going to be a list. I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. And Y is also going to be a list, which must have the same length as the previous list. So I'll just put some numbers here. Now we can use the plot function, which is going to be plt.plot, which is going to accept two arguments, which are the lists of values for the X and Y axis. Now if you want to see it, you can just type plt.show. And now we can see our chart. So this is how we generate a chart from two lists of values. The two lists have to be numeric, but we can assign a legend to the values. So let's create another list called legend. And now instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, let's write the months. Now we can use a function called xsticks, which is going to assign to X the legend we just created. Now let's run the plot function again, so plt.plot. And now plt.show. Now we just replaced our numeric values with strings. The chart we did was a plot. You can check the documentation to see how can you do other types of charts. So let's just go to the Matplotlib page. I don't know if you noticed, but Matplotlib is also part of the SciPy module. So we could have just installed SciPy, but in this case, we installed just Matplotlib because this is the only one we're going to use it for now. So I can just click here and then go to examples. And then you can see that you have many types of charts you can do with Matplotlib. So let's just try another one. Let's use the same lists of values, but this time let's use the bar function. So plt.bar x and y. We can also add some labels to our chart. So let's use plt.ylabel. So let's say this chart is for sales in US dollars. And let's also include a title for this chart. So plt.title. Let's say monthly sales. Now let's write plt.show again. So now we have a bar chart with the same lists of values. If you want, you can further explore Matplotlib in the documentation page I just showed you. For now, that was all. I'll see you in the next video.